Hey, D-Gens, what's going on, guys? All right, so let's talk about JASMY this evening before we pack it in for the day. JASMY up 7.2% on the day, up 4 spots and ranked to 87. It's up 12.5% on the week, 64.7% on the month. Crazy. $1.39 billion market cap. So nice to be well above $1 billion market cap, guys. I was getting tired of dropping below $1 billion all the time, back and forth, back and forth. Volume is spiking up though, 315.42 million, 2 cents 876. Market is kind of a mixed bag right now. We have some projects popping off, and some that are just kind of sideways or a little bit red, right? You got XNA running, you got GFAL, SHIB, AIOZ, Taraxa, Naka Games, Filecoin, Gala, all having great evenings. Mobile's pumping for some reason. Ondo's up, Pith. So kind of a mixed bag. Let's go have a look at the JASMY chart, see what's going on. So we had a great daily close here, right? And so we've pulled to the upside here after what I pointed out, guys, the golden cross that I pointed out a while ago. We're starting to play that out. We're pulling to the upside. Now, look what's happening now, guys. I'm the first one pointing it out again, right? We have the 30-day SMA pulling to the upside here, right? If JASMY continues coming up, it's going to pull the 30-day up like that, right? And it is going to cross over the 200-day SMA very, very soon, right? Very soon. So we're going to have another golden cross playing out very soon as well. That's why I keep saying to you guys, we have a big move for JASMY coming here, man. I've been saying that for a little while now. So you got to hold on to your butts, guys, because it's going to be a wild ride. Here we are setting another higher low right here, right? This would be healthy to set this higher low before continuing through 3 cents. That's what I'll be paying attention to here, guys, right? Higher low, set another higher low here. Let's keep going. Same as Bitcoin's chart, right? So if we go over to Bitcoin's chart, you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. Bitcoin continuing to do the exact same thing, right? We have our higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low, higher low, right? As we continue our way up. And now what are we doing? We're putting in yet another higher low, right? Higher low. That's what you want to see, guys. You want to see that, build these levels of support so that we don't just collapse all the way to the downside, right? So things look good on Bitcoin as well. I personally think that we will likely see Bitcoin break through this 100K level sometime next week. The sell wall has really, really crumbled significantly. I think the bulls can get some strength next week. They can break through there. We had a good candle close today. So tomorrow we'll be paying strong attention to the weekly close in the evening. So we'll kind of see what happens. That's going to play a big factor in what's going to happen next year. So I think it's going to be a good weekly close. I think we're going to have a good move next week. Next week's going to be nice and green going into December. So yeah, December 1st right now. It's after midnight here. So there you go, guys. So yeah, I think it's going to be fantastic, but we'll see what happens. All right, so moving on to the KPI goals. Now, we had a very, very interesting conversation over on the Patreon this evening. We do live group Zoom calls over there, and we have some fantastic discussions, right? And tonight we were talking about JASMY's KPI goals and how we do need an update on these goals, right? It's a question that has starting to be raised over the last couple of days. A lot of people are asking if they think that they can still reach their KPI goals. So I'm going to go through it a little bit here, guys. And I talked about it earlier today, but I think it's possible that they can reach the 107 million wallets. That's absolutely possible, I believe. Because that's globally, right? 107 million PDL active addresses, entirely possible. A $500 valuation per PDL, personal data locker, entirely possible. But do I think that they can achieve a $17 JASMY by 2026? No, I do not think that that's possible right now. You have to remember they set these goals in 2019. Okay. 2026 was quite a ways away back then, right? So we do need them to reevaluate their KPI goals, see where they're at, where they've achieved, what they feel they've achieved, what they haven't, and maybe get another timeline and estimation of where they think that they can do, what they think they can do with this, right? Now, another part of this that people are missing is that, so Hara's assumption going into, he feels that JASMY's price won't be affected as violently in the bear market as the rest of the crypto space. And his logic behind this is sound, okay? He makes sense. So what he's saying is that because companies, whether it is Walmart or Toyota or Nissan or KFC or Taco Bell, McDonald's, whoever it is, right, that is utilizing it's the PDL. I refer to it personally as the Platinum Data Marketplace, okay? Because this is where companies are going to go to acquire data, right? And the reason that they need that data is, sorry, I muted my mic there on accident. Yeah, the reason that they need that data is because they need to target their demographic for marketing purposes. I've talked about this before. For example, you have a smart TV, a smart remote. It uploads the information into your PDL. What time of day do you generally watch TV? Just an example, right? And then these companies want to know that type of information because they need marketing, right? Now, what Hara is saying is that it is entirely possible that, or plausible, that these companies, obviously, just because it's a bear market, doesn't mean that these companies are going to stop needing data for marketing purposes, right? Obviously, that kind of goes without saying. So they're still going to need to purchase data. Now, here's where it comes into play, Hara's assumption. Because they need to purchase data, they need to utilize the PDL. To utilize the PDL, you have to lock up JASMY token, taking JASMY coins out of circulation. Now, if you can achieve a 75% TVL in the ecosystem by way of staking in or locking up in the PDL, then obviously the value of the token goes through the roof, right? So what he's betting on is that people are not going to, there's not going to be a high level of JASMY token in circulation in the next bear market because of this data, the transactions of data, on a day-to-day basis, right? And again, what he says makes all the sense in the world, right? These companies are not going to stop marketing because it's a bear market. They don't care if it's a bear market or a bull market. The reason these companies are purchasing and holding on to JASMY is for its utility, right? They're not buying it to speculate on as an investor like you and I are, okay? They're purchasing it no different than banks will hold on to XRP. They're holding it to use it to transfer money seamlessly and fast and cheap, right? They're not holding it as a speculative investment. Same thing goes for JASMY in terms of the PDL, right? So they don't care about the dollar value of JASMY, the token, they want it to be somewhat stable, I'm sure, but outside of that, so what Har is saying makes all the sense in the world, right? But I don't think that's going to be enough to keep retail holding the token through a bear market, right? We are not purchasing, well, I'm not purchasing JASMY to use it to acquire data, right? I'm purchasing it to speculate on it personally, right? So I'm going to sell just like you're going to sell. You want money. That's why you're in crypto. You're in crypto for money. Let's be honest with each other here, right? So that's what retail's going to do. And there's going to be a 12-month window from the top of the market down to when we fall towards the bottom of the next bear market, okay? Now, for me personally, as an experienced investor in crypto, I'm going to be out of the market completely between the top of this bull run and the bottom of the next bear market, roughly 12 months. Then I will start re-entering the market. I'll start buying more JASMY, and then I'll start staking it in the super wallet, and I'll start accumulating JASMY token for not only staking, but also for providing my data in the PDL. That's when I'll do it, right? But there will be a window during the bear market where not as much JASMY is going to be locked up, right? The TVL will drop. Hara's betting on the TVL not dropping. That's why his goal is so high, okay? And that's why he feels that that the value will not be as, the dip won't be as violent in JASMY throughout a bear market. I respectfully disagree. I think humans are going to continue to be humans. I do agree with him that the TVL will still be active. These companies, again, are still going to need to purchase data, so they will still need to lock up JASMY tokens. So the TVL will still exist and still be okay, but it's still going to fall into a bear market just like everything else. So anyway, guys, this is a fascinating conversation that we had this evening over on the Patreon. We do, like I said, we do group live Zoom calls every day. And this was one of the primary topics we talked about this evening. So if you want to join these conversations, guys, come in, add your 2 cents, ask your questions. You're going to learn a lot from this kind of stuff as well. You can schedule one-on-one coaching sessions with me over there. You can, again, join our group Zoom calls every night. We have these fascinating, important, educational conversations. And so much more, guys, so much more. We help with passive income, DeFi, staking, node operations, all kinds of stuff like that, right? So definitely get over there, guys. The link is down below. Do yourself a favor. If you've never been through an altcoin season before, surround yourself with a community of people who have been through an altcoin season before, who can hold your hand through it and help you make sure that you're maximizing the amount of money you can make throughout a bull run, okay? Because just winging it and going at it alone, never experienced before, you will have degrees of regret. I will say it that way, right? You will make massive mistakes. You'll either sell too soon, sell too late, because you don't know what you're doing. And there's going to be so many influences online telling you super cycle this, super cycle that, don't sell your crypto. If you do, you're stupid. And then you hold too long, and then you'll be stuck holding for another 4 years. Or you'll sell too soon, and then you'll be angry because the price will skyrocket after you sold because you didn't know how to identify where the price targets were realistically going to go. So join the community, guys. We'd love to have you over there. Surround yourself with knowledgeable people. We have everyone from seasoned veterans to beginners over there. We'd love to have you join the community. The link is down in the description. If you click like, if you like this video, click subscribe if you really liked it, and I will see you guys tomorrow.